Hey there everybody, Oddones here and welcome back to the channel for another figure review. Today we have the King of Games, Yami Yugi from S.H Figuarts. This figure is pretty dope. I did not get around to ever getting my hands on the Amazing Yamaguchi version. Or was it just Revoltech? It might just be Revoltech, it might not be part of the Amazing Yamaguchi line. But regardless, never got my hands on that one when they first released it. Never got my hands on the re-release, but by the time I found out about the re-release, I found out this was happening. So I opted to go with this one, and I'm glad I did because I think this one looks a bit better, at least for the faces. There are some minor issues with it, specifically with the head sculpt and swapping them out in the hairline. Also with the cape or coat cape, whatever, has its own minor issues with connectivity, but we'll get to that when we get to the accessory parts. But for now, let's get him out of, no, let's not get him out of the box. Not sure he has the box. So, beautiful, nice cover shot of Yugi here on the front, all loaded up. We do have a picture of him here on the bottom, leaving. We have a picture in the back. I have to need to pull this back actually so you guys can see this, otherwise I'm gonna knock over Mikey. All the faces that he comes with. So he is smirking, he has his powers activated, or his Egyptian eye. I don't know what you call it, his Millennium Eye, but not the Millennium Eye. You guys know what I mean. We have him shouting, and we have him, oh, I just lost, or I'm getting sent to the shadow realm. Back of the box showing off everything. As you guys can see, Dark Magician is there. Yeah, funny thing about that, also here he is again on the side again, closer picture of him in that eye. Funny thing about the Dark Magician, so over here on the side, we do have him, we just haven't reviewed him. Oh, shaky hammer. So Dark Magician is here as well. We just, oh, that's too damn close, you guys can't even see that. You know, we'll just do this. He's here. We have him too. We just haven't reviewed him. We have Dark Magician, we haven't reviewed. Yikes. Don't be mad at me, guys. We have Dark Magician. That was something else that just fell. We also have this that we haven't reviewed. We have Red Eyes. I love the box art for this. It's freaking amazing. But last but not least, we have another item that we haven't reviewed. Move you out the way. We also have Blue Eyes, which has not been reviewed. Blue Eyes is also signed by Eric, you know, the voice actor for Kaiba. Yeah, Blue Eyes has not been reviewed yet. So, we're reviewing Yugi, and none of the monsters this time, at least ones that he owned. We know Kaiba is supposed to be coming out. We are making a S.H Figuarts Kaiba. We just don't know when it's coming out. But when it does, we're gonna grab him too, because you can't have Yugi without having Kaiba. Hopefully they make a Joey. I would love that to go with the Red Eyes. Or the Red Eyes can stay with Yugi, regardless. Anyway, let's get this guy open. And out of his packaging. There is a little purple background in the back if you want to keep it. And he does come with a set of instructions, which are right here. Shows you how to work his cape, how to swap with the cards hands, put on his puzzle, all the good stuff. But I'll go through that in this review. With that being said, this is Yugi and everything that he comes with. Here we have the faces on the side, Yugi himself, and the effect pieces to make Mirror Force. I love that he came with that as a card effect. That's dope. He could have came with anything, but he came with Mirror Force. I would have liked if he came with a Magic Cylinder, but I guess that's more Dark Magician, right? And then behind his clamshell is another clamshell, which we have a litany of hands, a dual disc, a deck, an arm to swap out to hold the dual disc, and the Millennium Puzzle. He has left and right card holding hands, which kind of makes sense and don't make sense at the same time, because when does Yugi ever draw with his, you know, his left hand? He always draws with his right hand. I don't understand. So like, this side is all correct because that's Yugi. I guess this one works too because Yugi does sometimes put his cards in his left hand to hold, but when does he draw with his left hand ever? Like, Is it supposed to turn it this way and draw? What the hell's going on? We also get a display stand. This is for the mirror force effect. But let's get everything out. So we're gonna put this down for right now, and we're gonna get into just Yugi on its own. So now we have Yugi out of the box, and I think he looks pretty damn good. Move that closer and back to how we normally have it. It's about the right height. I don't feel like he's too short. I don't feel like he's too tall. I feel like he's just right. It looks pretty good. The coat, cape, whatever you want to call it. I know it's a coat, but it looks like a cape. It's dynamic in the sense that it will move out of the way, but the sleeves don't move. These are stuck in a fixed position. And no, he can't put this on. Not normally. This does come off, and we're going to get to that right now, actually, because we can't go into the articulation without removing this off. I want you to see the full range that he gets with it on and with it off. But for detail-wise, his face looks great, but you guys can see that first issue that I have with him, which is with all his face plates. No matter how far I push everything in, that gap is always there. It does not look right. If you're looking at it from this angle, sure, but dead on doesn't look correct. And no matter how hard I press, it doesn't go in any further. That is the limitation of it. I don't like that. That sucks, because I feel like it's just sit flush, and it doesn't. Like, you can clearly see there's a really big gap there. I don't know what's going on with the faces, but it's amongst all of them. Also, my copy had a little blemish on his cheek, like by his mouth and right in the middle of his forehead. Don't know what's up with mine, but I still like the figure. It sucks that I like that, but I still like the figure. Aesthetic-wise, though, they nailed him. Everything about Yugi's look is on point. From his arm guards, his double belt that holds his deck box, shoes, pants, everything. It screams, I just jumped out the television. This is freaking dope. Love the depiction of him here. With it being said, we're gonna get to the arm articulation really quick, and then after the arm articulation, I'll get into it with this off. So his arms can go all the way forward. Obviously, you can't do a full rotation because of the jacket. They can go out to the side. They'll get about this high. But if you move the jacket, because everything is on a joint peg system, so you can have the jacket blowing in the wind if you wanted to, his arms get a lot more range out. See? He has bicep swivel as well, but that's not supposed to be here yet. So he has good range with the jacket on. He has better range with the jacket off, but most of us are probably going to leave the jacket on. It does move side to side for you, and I also just popped it off. So this is the small issue I have with it. It's a 2-peg system. So this peg hole here goes into this, and the collar piece actually pegs into his back. The collar piece that pegs into his back was a little scary to remove, but it does come off. You can get a jacketless Yugi. You just gotta work with your figure, that's all. But yeah, the jacket does move, and technically I can count the jacket as an accessory. We're gonna take this out now. Hopefully we don't break anything. Can't pull it from there. Let's just grab it from here and try to wiggle this out. It is soft, by the way, so it won't really be an issue. There we go. It won't really be an issue moving it. It is a soft plastic. Just be wary with any joint system. Be careful so you don't break it. As you can see, the jacket can close around. It's not going to do this while it's on him. It's not going to close like this. But you do have range to move up and around to get the jacket in different positions. But enough of that. We have Yugi by himself, no jacket. We can do all the articulation. Peg hole in the back, but you're not really going to care about that. I do like the detail that his deck box is on the back, and there appears to be cards inside of it. With it being said, full rotation right here at the arm. He can hit a T pose, almost a Y pose. It's pretty good. His butterfly system is nice. It's limited, but it's nice. If need be, you know, you can get his arms this far, but I mean, are you really gonna have Yugi like squaring up to fight Goku or something? Don't think so. Full rotation at the head. Can look up that far. Looks down that far. By the way, with the jacket collar on, it doesn't limit his head articulation. He will still look up that far. If you use the neck with it, he can look down even further. Just be wary of your hair pieces here. You can see his face is pushed off on the side here. As far back as I push it, as I can, and try to line a hair up with it, that gap is still there. That sucks. That's probably the only thing I don't like. Let's see if it goes anymore. Nope. Still majorly gapped. In fact, I think I made the gap bigger by pushing his faceplate all the way back. That's probably about the only gripe I have with this figure. The faceplate and hair ratio does not match to give it a seamless look. Looking at it from certain angles like this looks fine. Looking at it dead on, you can tell there's space there. Not a pretty sight. Neither is this. Yugi without his signature trademark lightning bolts. It fell to the floor. But if you take that off, you can swap out the face, which we'll do now, so I can show you guys what I mean about, you know, his face is having an issue. Let's grab, we'll grab his smirking face, I believe it is. Gotta re-grab the hairpiece that fell down. We're gonna pop this one on here. I'll show you guys this real quick and go back to the articulation. We're gonna pop his hair back on. There we go. And there you go. This one, gappage is not that bad. It's completely flush on both sides. But if you press it all the way back as far as you can, so it's in there, you get it a little bit. But this one isn't nearly as bad as the main one here. Maybe I could put some filler in there or something to fix this up. Maybe. Anyway, with that being said, we do have a upper torso joint here. You can rotate and move side to side, back and forth. You can crunch forward that far, and if you add in the bottom, you can crunch forward that far. You get a little bit of gappage to the back, but you're not really going to be looking at that. His belt can come off, as you can see. It's on a little ball peg here on his hip. It just plugs in right here at the side. It's all soft plastic, so that's lovely, you know, no having to worry about anything snapping. No waist swivel at all. It's just the hinge to go side to side. That's about it. I took the belt off again. Can we not do that? He can pop his leg off, apparently. I was trying to show how far forward he can kick, but apparently not. He can kick that far forward, that far back. Does have thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Does have ankle rocker, pivot, all that good stuff, and a toe hinge. So all in all, whatever poses you may need to get him into, which I don't think would be many, aside from Yugi's, you know, standing there pointing and saying Kaiba, he'll get into the poses that you need him to. Gonna leave him like this because when we get to his other parts and accessories that he comes with, we have, you know, we can't be Yugi without the Millennium Puzzle, right? So speaking of which, we're gonna grab that right now. Assuming I can get it out of the plastic. It doesn't want to move. Oh, we got it. Never mind. So here's the Millennium Puzzle that he comes with. They detailed it as much as they could for you to be able to tell exactly what it is. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Has actual little metal chain for it. And to put this on, we simply have to remove Yugi's entire head. So the instructions I can tell you, just pop this off. Like so. Okay, maybe not like that, at least not initially. I did not do this for the first time. It actually popped off at the neck joint. So I'm gonna, yeah, that's what was supposed to happen. Now his entire damn neck coming off. But with that being said, you do that there, you do a little bit of this here, and now Yugi's wearing his puzzle. And then we just pop his head back on. There you go. Now Yugi is Yami Yugi. Now he's how he's supposed to be. With that being said, now that he has his puzzle, I can show off the other accessories. We do get, like I said, a dual disc. It does have a peg for the arm. It only goes on the one arm, which was the extra arm it comes with. But this does, in fact, close. So, disengaged and engaged. The card mover actually does work. So from when it's moving cards from the deck to the graveyard, or I have to put cards back, this actually works. However, you cannot put the deck in here with this here. It will not work. The deck is too big. I have tried. So this will permanently be stuck over here. I wish it kind of had life points on the middle of the thing there, but it doesn't. Also, a nice little fact about the deck, which is right here, this tiny little thing. As you can see, it has the multiple cards. They actually print it. Sorry. They actually printed the design of a Yu-Gi-Oh card on the back of it and kind of made a blanket front. That's a weird imperfection of mine, but whatever. The deck actually is the correct size for the cards. So if you had one in attack position, it fits the slot. And if you had one in defense position, it fits the slot. I'm just going to try to hold it there so it doesn't fall. I thought that was a pretty neat detail. I also don't know what's going on while I'm coughing so much. This deck does plug in. So the complete look is there. We're going to swap out his arm and get his dual disc arm on, which is this right here. It's just a simple hand swap and arm swap. There is a keyed section inside of here for this to fit. If you do move this outside of its key section, it will fall out. I've done that multiple times because it moves, as you can see. But it should just stay in place, right? So what you're gonna do here is pop this off right here, like so. It was not that hard the first time I did that. And then we're gonna pop this on. And then we're just gonna steal his hand. And there we go. I will say the joints for the wrist are very nice for swapping out any of the hands. I don't feel like I'm gonna break any of them. But there you go. Yugi now has on his dual disc system. And this is it fully engaged. If you want to disengage it, I would recommend only moving this part here. Because if you move the bottom part, the entire thing is just not going to work anymore. But he can have it on disengaged. It will take the deck out and, you know, it's not ready to go. And he holds it up without a problem. Like, his arm holds the weight. It's just a matter of the dual disc actually staying in place. But it will hold it. So you're good. Overall, it's a pretty nice figure. It's detailed, very nice. It looks like Yugi has a decent height to it. The dual disc fell off again. It fell off so many times when I was messing with this for the short. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, now that we got that out the way, I'm going to move his arm over to the side, his face over to the side, and show you the litany of hands that he comes with. If you, any card poses you need for Yugi, he will pull them off. He has everything he needs to pull off any duel you need from the show. The only thing he doesn't come with would be a seal of Orichalcos, which I don't know why he would come with that. It was a one-time thing for him, but yeah. So the first set of hands we're going to show are all of his card hands. So we get one left and one right of each of these hands. Again, I don't know why he would have, I know why he would have a left and right of these. No, actually I don't. He shouldn't have a right like this. He doesn't hold all his cards in his right. He only draws from his right. He holds his cards in his left. I don't understand the point of this, but they're all blank. But they still tried to design them. They're pretty thick compared to like the deck. I mean, look at that. But I guess they couldn't make them any thinner, otherwise they would fall apart. But they are nicely detailed. We get card holding hands from each side, a left and a right. Same thing with these here. Which are all very nice. But then you get a set of hands that are for all the poses you will need when it comes to Yugi. So let's take these out. Assuming they come out the package, Jesus Christ. Hey, we got them out of the package. We have pointing fingers. So he can, you know, tell you you're going to the Shadow Realm. We have two sets of drawing fingers. They kind of curve, so it looks like he could be drawing a card. He also could just be pointing at you again. These could be used for drawing, like he's reaching for the deck or reaching for a card. He has a lot of hands for dueling. Same thing with these. These could be him reaching for a card or just, you know, sending you to the Shadow Realm. Anything's possible with Yugi. You know, it went from a children's card game to ancient gods and demons from Egypt trying to destroy the world. Let's bring Yugi back into focus because he's just over here on the side. And let's put his coat cape back on. That's what we're gonna call it. It's his coat cape. So this just plugs into the back here. And there we go. Or there we not go, because apparently I didn't do that correctly. Guess we gotta try that again. gonna go right there. And there we go. We got it. Gotta get the collar back around his head. And we are good. Oh, we did the thing again. So it came out of the joint. This is, like I said, this and his hairline for the other face is the only issues I have with this figure. If it did not do that, I think this figure would be almost flawless. But is there really such thing as a flawless figure? There's always an issue with something somewhere down the line for someone's copy. Unless there is a flawless figure out there somewhere and I just don't know about it. If you guys have a flawless figure, let me know what it is. And we'll find out if it's actually flawless. But yeah, there we go. Yugi's all ready to duel. That being said, we're gonna grab out his effect pieces to make the Mirror Force, which comes in 3 pieces. If you get back further, we have the first part and then the shell part of the Mirror Force. These all set up together to create the effect, and this actually holds them together, which is the impact part. It's all very nice translucent plastic. It looks good. There is a keyed section here to plug this in. As you can see, each hole goes that way as well, so please don't break your Mirror Force effect. Follow your instructions, follow the directions of which way it's pointing, and you will be a-okay. But all said and done, it looks like that. It actually looks really good. Really good. And it'll hold pretty well. There's a peg hole here to hold up the Mirror Force with the included stand that it comes with. So we're gonna take that out right now so we can show you guys what that looks like. So that's gonna peg there. This is going to peg into the base right here, like so. Very short thing. You can't even see it. It's down that far. And then it's just gonna peg into the Mirror Force effect here. And the Mirror Force effect is so big that it actually lines up with Yugi still anyway, regardless. So boom, the attack was negated. Go Mirror Force. You cannot angle it at any other direction, but would you really need to? Also, lastly, forgot to show you guys his faces up close and personal. So, this is the face he came on standard with. Like I said, mine had a little mistake right there in the cheek and a random dot in the middle of his head, but it looks like it just came out of the anime. We have Yugi being shocked that he lost the duel to Rex Raptor. I don't know. But it looks great. We have a picture of Yugi yelling. Again, there's a slight mark on for my copy. It's unfortunate, but overall looks amazing. And then we have Yugi yelling but activating his feral god powers, and yeah, these are all pretty goddamn clean. That does look really good though. Like, they really did a good job. Let me try to get even close and just look at the eye on that. That's amazing. Fantastic. Lastly, you know, his face. The smirking one. Overall, figure's a great figure. If you guys are into Yu-Gi-Oh, collecting him, anything like that. Oh no, Yugi fell. I think you all would enjoy this. If you don't like this one and you prefer the Revo one, that one is still available. I believe you can actually get it at a Big Bad Toy Store. I think it's still up. Camera angle's off. There we go. I think it's still up. It's about 80 bucks, I believe. Could be wrong. I think it's 80 bucks. But yeah. So that's there. We're gonna get to his height comparison, and we're gonna start off with our tried and true Marvel Legends modular suit Iron Man. We have Iron Man doesn't want to stand today apparently. We have our Hasbro Lightning Collection Lord Zed Super Putty. I wonder if Yugi could banish a putty to the Shadow Realm, or would it just, you know, collapse into the clay that it is. It's not a bad height. His hair is carrying him. And then on the anime side of things, as usual, we have our Figuarts Final Form Cooler, who's just towering over Yugi. And the thing that towers over everything the most we have the Beast Deities. Super Saiyan Broly. He's just massively tall. Massively tall. I mean, I think Yugi's hair might give him a run for his money. But yeah, he's pretty good size for what you need him for. I would compare him to Dark Magician and everything else, but I never took them out, so we'll have to do that whenever I get around to reviewing them. Or, you know, the Winged Dragon Ra and Exodia, which are in model kit form that I have yet to build. I should really get around to that. I'm saying that because I'm looking at them right now. You guys can't see them, but I can see them. Actually, 1 second. Let's just move that way. Move the stand out the way. Oh, look, behind the scenes. Ooh. And, yeah, so I'm talking about this right here. These guys aren't built yet. I need to build these guys. But they need to go for Yugi. So this would have been perfect time for this, but yeah, I never got around to building them. Leave me alone, don't judge me. Anyway. Let's get this back on its stand. Yugi, giving you guys behind the scene looks of how things are reviewed. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I really don't know what to say. I'm kind of all over the place with this review. It's one of those weird things where I want to just sit here and like not say anything and just like look at it, without saying, you know, look at it. Just all you guys just see me here playing with this and there's no commentary. The figure's dope. It really is. If you like Yu-Gi-Oh, you'll love this figure. I can't wait for Kaiba to come out. As far as I can see, at least for S.H Figuarts Kaiba, everything's going to be accurate, including his coat. That is what I'm looking forward to. I just hope he comes with a briefcase full of cards. If he does, that'd be amazing. Like the Revo one does. If not, maybe I can get my hands on the Revo one. I don't know. All I hope for is that he's taller than Yugi, so it's you know, at least anime accurate. And then we'll have him with his blue eyes. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next video. I would say it's time to duel, but I don't have a deck, so it can't be time to duel.